There you go léir is mis T-Rex ósáras chunas atá sibh agus tá chun leabhart inniu faoin scrúdú cointe the old Irish oral exam, because I know for a fact there's thousands out there and it's panic stations, pure panic. There's cold sweats going on at the moment. So I'm here to give Rexy's tips, tipping it, done scrúdú. Now you'll always hear them saying, nah, be nervous, right? Don't be nervous. Now how in the name of God could you not be nervous going into an Irish oral exam? Just beats me, right? I am always bricking it, but I use the nerves. I love nerves. I thrive on them. Makes me feel alive. You know, it gives me a bit of energy, finniv. So I use it like a force to be reckoned with. So oops all day, nah, be bored, don't be worried, you'll be grand, right? Now the Irish oral exam is broken up into 4 parts, right? It's either the hain is the fall to or the welcoming, okay? That's around 5 marks, that is. And then you have the Irish Filachta, they're reciting a bit of poetry, which is around 35 marks, alright? And then you have the Shrap Picture, otherwise known as the Crap Picture, and there is 80 marks going for that, right? And then finally you have the co-raw, you have the little bit of conversation between you and the examiner. That's worth 120 marks. Part of the oral is going to be the fall to, right? The welcoming, right? So these are the questions. There's going to be 5 questions, right? Either the hain is Cad Salam dit. So you just throw back your name, Sean Salam Dum, or whatever your name is, right? And then either the dough will be Cain Ishu. What's your age? Tom A. Ukmlina Day Dish or whatever, right? And then he's going to say Cade da Chola Hain, what's your address? Now in the name of God, don't give the examiner your address, right? Or else he'll be hounding you every day, right? So just make one up. Tom A in Maconi in Mohern Tra Bullion and Monarch, right? Something like that. Make it easy for yourself. And then either a card is Cade da Data Breha, what's your date of birth, right? So just say Rugu May Aaron, the month, the date, and all that kind of thing, and the year at the end, right? And just stick that in there. Then finally, he's going to ask you, Cadid or Iver Screwdahe, right? What's your exam number? So just make sure you know the numbers, right? Hando 3, Carter Q, shocked, Hando 3, Hando 3, Hando 3, Carter Q, shocked, Uct, Ni, De, and the little 0 at the end, that's annoyed, right? And if you don't get that, I'll be very annoyed, right? So that's the fall to, done and dusted, right? So then you'll move on to the Irish Nefiliachta. Now the examiner will choose the poem for you, right? And there's 5 of them all together. Kiwi Keen, alright? And we have Gavin, Kulskara, Magrasa, on Tarek here and the Spaltbean Phonic, right? So with Gavin you read the whole poem. With Kulskara you read the whole poem as well. Now with Magrasa either loopers, you're going to have maybe 3 verses. You read 3 of those verses in total, right? And then on Tarek here you have any 2 verses at all, right? And then the Spaltbean Phonic, it's any 2 verses as well, right? So be prepared, be Ulf, alright? Now the examiner will choose the poem for you. You don't have any time, you just get stuck into it, start reading it, alright? Practice the pronunciations. You can get them on YouTube. There's a fella there on YouTube reading them out every day, and there's a couple of my own videos there. You could even do a rap, you know, like a Gavin rap or a Kulskara rap. They're all on YouTube at Gail Gordy. Check them out, right? So Shin a average net filactor. So Gunodi and Tall Atlas Shin. There's 35 marks gone for that. It's not too difficult. Get stuck in, right? Now next we come to the old Shrap Picture, right? There's 20 of these altogether. Oh no, 20. Tasha just dut yainta, ni federate yain. If you can't learn these off by heart, it's just absolutely impossible. So don't even try it, alright? Usually what I use is the who, what, where, when and why, right? Mixed with a couple of other things as well. So we start off with the who, right? Who's there? I love the Who, actually, by the way, a great band there. Anyway, who's in it? well, vi buchel sa victor, vi Colleen sa victor, vi far sa victor. Just state whoever's in it, right? You can always talk about what they're wearing as well. Vi sé a cov T-lane, vi sé a cov skirt a jas, vi sé a cov breechty, vi sé a cov boot-a-she, whatever they're wearing, and just say that as well. Then you can always talk about their hair, right? Even though they're all in black and white, you could say tá gruig gov on var, vi gruig yun on galin, agus vi she ag bratnew on te fod. Stuff like that you can throw in, right? Then we move on to Codaví or Shúlachu. What were they doing there, right? Vi should ag Shúl, vi should ag Coint, vi should ag Coint as a Cora, vi should ag Fecin an Telefish, vi should ag Eistag leis an radio, vi should ag Shúl, vi should ag Ri. Whatever they're doing, just state that then, alright? And then you can always talk about Cahan Harnashay. When did it happen? So on Leon a Vion, on Saturn a Vion, you can mention the seasons, alright? On Gira a Vion, on Saura a Vion, anything like that, just state when it actually happened, alright? And then Cá Revshid, where were they? Bhí siad a Bark an Crocaigh, bhí siad ar school, bhí siad sa car, bhí siad sa Nulvarige, bhí siad sa Nuspedale, all that kind of stuff, just stating where they are, right? And then finally, why? Well, the why is, you know, usually to do with the title. Timpiste takes also wrong, bhí sé takes also wrong, agus bhí sé triploid. Stuff like that is usually, the why is to do with the title of it. And then anything else now? Let me see. Oh yeah, emotions. You can always talk about emotions. Bhí áthas an down bhí brown an down bhí sé a garda, bhí sé a cuine, nímó na sásta bhí sé. Stuff about emotions, you can always throw a few of them in just to help yourself out. Anything else? I think that's really it. The who, what, where, when, why, always very useful in my book, right? So next is the questions, the three questions, right? Now you ask the first three questions to the examiner, right? So I always go for nice simple ones, right? Make it easy for yourself. So iver a hain, cod a bhí ar siúl a bictor a hain. What was taking place in picture number 1? Alright, let the examiner work on that one, right? Iver a dough, Cain tell me a bictor a dough. What time was it in picture a dough, right? So let him figure out that. Usually there's no time on it, so let him work it out, or let her work it out, whatever, whoever it is, right? And then the final question, iver the three, Conas a bhí an Imshore a bictor a car. How was the weather in picture number 4? Alright? The weather is always there, so chill on, check it out. Conas a bhí sé, a raibh sé go jazz, raibh sé go hauling, whatever, alright? And then the examiner is going to ask you 3 questions about the Shrap picture you just did, alright? So that's it, the Shrap picture, done and dusted. Now on to the Cora. Anish, Tomid egg on Gora, the conversation between you and the examiner. Now, the main thing here is do not let the examiner speak too much, right? That is the trick. They're always trying to butt in and talk about how great they are and how they got to be an examiner and how they're great teachers and all that kind of stuff. So don't let them get away with that stuff, right? So you got to control all of this. You're in control. You're talking. It's your piece, right? So rocking me the roigla shin. So number 1, you know, make sure you know about May Fain, right? Yourself and the clan, yourself and your family, right? Just know all the little bits about that. How many brothers or sisters you have, what ages they are, Cain Ishid, and where you live. What type of house you're in, Tommy McConey, Jock, Jas, Malya, Clare, and stuff like that. Just about you and your family, right? Next, you just talk about Cowwill to the Coney, where you're living, alright? What type of area it is, tá si go jazz, all the Áisina, tá Ulvarige, tá Shapel, tá Tarna, all those facilities that are in your area, and just say that tá Cowwill she sits at, where is it situated, tá she sits in Akinnafardige, stuff like that, just about your home place. Then you'll move on to Muscool, your school, right? So the same thing, just it's man schooly, Talán Múntóirí, Talán Daltaí, Cévéad Ábhar Dhéanann tú, tá mé ag déanamh ucht nábhar, name them all off, Gaeilge, Béarla, Mata, Frankish, Chemic Star, all that stuff, and then just say it's Motluma School or ní Motluma School, it's Motluma Múntóirí or ní Motluma Múntóirí, whatever, and then just mention about all the facilities na áisina tá sa school. Tá lán áisina sa school, tá canteen, tá holla, tá parking imethe, tá saothairlinn, tá galore rudí sa school, right? Just all the facilities, just make sure you mention about them as well. Agus an céad rud eile then is the Cábhaimsere, all right? Now that's nothing to do with the weather. This is your pastime, your Cábhaimsere, what you like to do, okay? So it's Motlum sport, it's Motlum gachsoi sport, it's Motlum a bheith ag immert soccer, rugby, pel gaelach, ladóg, Kishfel, all of your sports, right? Make sure you know them. It's Motlum Ceol, it's Motlum Gachsois Ceol, it's Motlum Pop Ceol, it's Motlum Rock Ceol, it's Motlum Ceol Tradiisiúnta. Cúi mé go dtí ceol chunam. I went to a concert, right? Agus cúnig mé the original Rude Boys, San Olympia, bhí siad ar ewas, bhí siad iontach, bhí an tapmasfér go hionntach ar fad, bhí an tapmasfér letrach, bhí mar ag canna agus bhí mar ag dousa agus bhí aníthe agin. Just make sure you throw in loads of stuff about your Cábhaimsere. It's Motlum bheith ag léamh, it's Motlum Roy of the Rovers, it's Motlum a bheith ag siúl, it's Motlum a bheith ag cócaracht, you know, ag déanamh pancóga, Rudy mar sin. Just throw in whatever you're interested in. Make sure you have it prepared and ready, okay? Be Olaf. Céad cuid eile will be the, what do they call it, the Léinn de Saoire, right? Cubba what at the dhéanamh tar éis an árteis. What would you like to do after the leaving cert? Well, but what lum dul go dtí Magaluf mo Léinn de Saoire le Macarda. Bé mé ag dul go dtí Magaluf le Macarda agus beg an crackagrain, beg an oimse go háling, beg an green ag spalpanús, beg an green ag squiltanach, bé mé dul amach gacíthe, bé mé big dulgary on tra, big shay iontach, all of that stuff about the future tense, what you want to do, what you will be doing during the summer. Let me see as well, they might say, what did you do last summer? Call out to on Bhléin se caite. Well, bhí mé sa Spáin, bhí mé ag an trá gach lá, dit mé I míl an jazz gach ihe, bhí an bia an jazz, bhí an bia an bhlasta, cúi mé go dtí an disco agus bhil mé le cailíonn jazz ann agus bhí si go háling. Do you know, stuff like that about the past tense. Now, if he ask you, cubba what at the end of Haitian árteis after leaving cert, well, like what you want to study or something, you know, well, but what lum dul go dtí on old school, agus but what lum, just name the course you like to do, but what lum counterseach the dhéanamh, but what lum bit óliaach the dhéanamh, what lum óliaach the dhéanamh, but what lum star the dhéanamh, but what lum Gaeilge a dhéanamh, agus just something like that. Make sure you have your course ready and prepared what you want to do after the leaving cert. Now, this big question about the Mo Cnéile, the conditional tense, what would you do if? I wouldn't be too worried about that whatsoever. You know what I mean? Just like, just maybe you could throw it in yourself if you haven't had the chance to do that. Like, Vein lán sásta dul go dtí old school vaya clear, Vein lán sásta. I would be really happy to go to university. You could throw that in yourself without having the examiner to ask it to you, alright? So I think that's probably the best option. I wouldn't be too worried about the old Mo Cnéile. Now, if you want to know about the Mo Cnéile, check it out on YouTube at Gail Gordy, the Mo Cnéile, on Mo Cnéile. And it's Sinead, T-Rex's tips done árteis to get you through the Irish oral exam as Gaeilge, alright? So, Tásúla go nóir áig lib go léir, and best of luck agus ná bí nervíseach, embrace the nervousness, use the force.